Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another live edition of Dom Sicali's Mafia Roundtable. Look at this, folks. Look at this. Check this out. Now that's an official Crypto Nostra coin. Philly Bob in the house. Look at that coin. Everybody say like. And that's going up behind me. I just have to figure a way how to put it up. It's so darn big. But look at that. Official Crypto Nostra, folks. Philly Bob, thank you. It's greatly appreciated. Does nice work, folks. We're going to have these metal coins up there on the website as well. We're going to have a lot of other things that Philly Bob makes. So we're going to be putting it up there for sale. So limited edition we're going to be doing. Hope everybody's having a great day. Just hectic, a little hot down here, running around crazy. So let's say hello. Cynthia, good to see you. Kathleen, James. Big Arms, what's going on? Scully. Susan, good to see you. Step. John Haas. Sooner for Life. What's up? What's going on? Gulf. Who else do we have here? As we scroll down, People Lane. Anna, hello. Good to see you. Let's see. Who else? Let's scroll faster. Starstone, what's going on? Scully, I think I said USP. Lore 84, what's up? Hello. Dan F. What's going on? Was the Don, Ways the Don, what's up? El Toro, North Bronx in the house. There we go. Folks, tonight we're going to be talking about Ilhan, Omar. I like to call it Ilhan. I'm definitely going to try to keep my composure. But I'm just getting frustrated the way people are these days about this country. And I feel you don't like it, get out. Get out. Go back to where you came from or where your heritage is. If you can't respect this country, people's rights, their views, and everybody does have the right to say what they want to say. But when you're an elected official, you should be more careful in choosing of your words. That's for sure. The Standing Bear, thank you for the contribution. Appreciate it. From the concourse in Orlando. We got Orlando in the house. There we go. We're getting locals here. That's what I like to see. Get my locals. But yeah, it just gets aggravating. And folks, tomorrow night we'll coming out with Downtown Benny Lee. We're going to explain to everybody the lock-in program. There's people that are having issues with it, so we'll guide everybody through. I know it's difficult at times, but don't worry. As long as you comply with the terms and conditions, you got it. You're in. So we'll talk about Rise to Power, the game, and everything else that's coming out. But thank you for bearing with us, sticking by us. You got to thank Cynthia, Anthony, always staying on everything. Philly Bob also. I mean, thank you. I couldn't be doing this without all you people. This is really I'm really humbled by it, and thank you. Spirit of New Orleans in the house. Sister Sis, what's up? Live with Deacon. We got Deacon. Brooklyn is present. We got Brooklyn and accounted for. There you go. But Timothy O'Reilly, how are you tonight? Just gotta have to thank everybody continuously. And I'm going to be playing some soundbite from somebody who I really don't care too much for of a person. I shouldn't say as a person. Sometimes I don't like his views. But I have a lot of respect for him. And that's what it should be about, folks. Just because you don't like my views or the way I'm feeling, there's just other ways to present things, other ways to put things out there where, we're all entitled to free speech. Even Ilman, her too, Ilhan, I'll call it Il. I just don't like her attitude. And that's my opinion. I'm entitled to it. It's her opinion to feel the way she wants. But again, she's the public official right now. I'm not right now. And And if I'm due elected as governor, my words will be chosen a lot more delicately. Due to the fact when you're in public office, even now though, I tend to watch my words, but I'm really heated up by what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing, and it's disgusting. For her to go on CNN, I'm pretty sure it was CNN, and to pass a comment with Charlie Kirk, he's evil, Frankenstein's monster killed him, um, stuff like that. I don't agree. She did say she wished her condolences, but no, on the other hand, you're being insulting to a human life. Granted, this guy's views people didn't like. A lot of people did like him, but you're not going to please everybody in life. And this is what I told the University of Pittsburgh, the college kids. That's just the way it is. And he never harmed anybody. Never harmed anybody. Everybody says racist, racist. Wasn't a racist because he has views, because he believes in equality. Everybody should have the same rights. You shouldn't be getting a job because of your gender, your color. You shouldn't. You should get a job on merit. I believe in that. I totally believe in that. He's right. As far as for transgender, I'm okay with people want to, if they want to turn their lives around, guy wants to become a woman wants to become a guy, so be it. Go ahead, go for it. Should they be playing in sports? No. They a male who turns into a woman should not be playing in female sports, and they should not be using a female locker room or restroom unless they had the full procedure and their body part, the male anatomy, was taken out, gone with. That's a different story. And people, as some people say, Dom's crazy, Dom's out of his mind. No, Dom tries to see in the middle, both sides of things. So that's what's wrong with today's society. Nobody wants to compromise, and I believe that's a fair compromise. There's a lot of things. Again, we'll hit abortion. A woman should have the right to abortion, but it's only be up to a certain amount of time. That should be without a doubt. God forbid if they got raped. That's the main factor in my book. But there's so many things out there nowadays, safe sex and all that, aside from that. But they should have a right to terminate. But it should be, I would say 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks tops. But they should have that right. And if they find out afterwards, shame on them for being that damn careless. Then shame on them. So I try to see things in the middle. I really, really do. But to cheer and chant for somebody getting killed, for a person that didn't, I could understand an Osama bin Laden, all these terrorists, Al Qaeda, somebody, I could understand that. This country cheering, or this country being happy that they taken out a bad guy. But somebody like Charlie Kirk, no, I don't understand it. I don't accept it, and I never will. And that's just the way it is. So we'll go into this person, Omar.
Woman who is anything but patriotic. She is blatantly un-American, at least in my opinion. And I want to know what you think. I want to hear from you. I want to know whether you agree or disagree. And I'm going to read your comments, and I'm going to do a real story where
I'm going to fast forward a little.
Do you need a loan for your business?
I got a commercial. So we'll get through this commercial, then we'll go in here.
You can't make this up. Who are we talking about here? Omar fled Somalia, a failed state, a country ravaged by civil war, corruption, and poverty. And she spent years in a Kenyan refugee camp. I hate that for her.
Now that's sad. That is sad. She had to flee her own country, and then she was in a refugee camp. So, you know what? The woman, as a child, kid, young adult, been through a lot. Granted. So coming over into this country, getting asylum, getting the citizenship, where's the respect for the country? And we'll keep on going on.
She resettled in the U.S. as a refugee. So happy for her. She was given housing, afforded education, opportunity, freedom. She became a citizen in 2000 at 17. Again, so happy for her. Thank God she escaped that terrible.
And you know why, folks? This is America. This is America. But that's what it's about, land of opportunity. But then to become so opinionated, it's good to be opinionated. You could respect that. But to become so negligent with your words, to say hateful and heinous things, two wrongs never make a right. And trust me, I know that. I know that firsthand. But at the end of the day, this woman, she could go back to her goddamn country. You could go back. You don't like America. America is not what you thought it was. Go back. Get out. We don't want you. That's for sure. We don't need you. We have enough headaches with people that are Americans, that were born and raised in this country. There's enough turmoil going on with these kids.
Life. And she was elected to Congress, one of the first Muslim women in the House. The American dream. She has every reason to be thankful. Is she? Not even almost. Instead, she spends her time bashing the very country that saved her and her family. Here's more of what I consider garbage.
I mean, I grew up in a dictatorship. And I don't even remember ever witnessing anything like that. To have a democracy, a beacon of hope for the world, to now be turned into one of the worst countries.
How about just thank you?
Or,
Thank you.
Or how about get the fuck out? How about that? Get the fuck out then. People, it's disgusting. She went into a Christian church, got on the pulpit, and started using and knocking them, using profanity. Using profanity. Go in a mosque, go in the mosque, and you do that. You do that. You know what? The people in Minnesota, you got to be crazy to elect this person. You had to be crazy out of your minds. Out of your fucking minds, really. It is a disgrace. It's a disgrace with our elected officials are bringing to this country, showing the youth. It is a disgrace. Total disgrace.
Thank you for giving me a soft place to land. Thank you for giving me a track to run on. Thank you for giving me somewhere to be and thrive.
No, Dr. Phil, why? Why does she have to thank? Why? She has it coming. Everybody who enters this country has it coming. They're entitled. They're entitled. Don't you know that?
And grow. And here's the thing. She has the right to say what she's saying. Culturally, psychologically, I think it's disgusting. But does she have the right to say it? Yeah, she does. Just like...
Yeah, she does. Everybody has the right to say whatever they want. So did Charlie Kirk. And look what happened. He got assassinated. And he told everybody. He wasn't using violence. He told people, you come up here, debunk me, prove me wrong. That's it. Prove me wrong. Change my mind. Change my views. He challenged people for a debate. That's what America's about. Freedom of speech. So she's entitled. But obviously, you don't like this country. This country's no good. Get the fuck out. Go. Goodbye. Go back to Somalia. Go back to Somalia.
I have the right to say it's absolutely disgusting. And whoever voted for her now knows who they voted for and should kick her ass to the curb. Most shocking, instead of gratitude for America, she has the unmitigated gall to just spew nothing but unwavering disdain. And this isn't new. In 2019, she said,
This is not going to be the country of white people.
In 2020, she said, we must dismantle the whole system of oppression. So oppressive that she came here as a refugee, got all of these entitlements, and was elected to Congress. In June 2021, she compared the U.S. and Israel to Hamas and the Taliban, saying, we have seen unthinkable atrocities committed by the U.S., Hamas, Israel, Afghanistan, and the Taliban. Really, she puts the U.S. on that list. That's crazy talk.
Crazy, that's beyond crazy. And she should be an elected official? She should be an elected official. People in Minnesota, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be embarrassed. You should be embarrassed. And Trump, get her out. Get her out. and get her out, because what she's showing Americans, so basically America is garbage. America, we're no good. We're like the Taliban. You know what? This society. I'm glad. Like I told the students at Pittsburgh, I'm 58 years old. My life, I'm good. I'm good with my life. All you kids coming up, what's happening? All the separation, all the divide, all the splintering, all this bullshit that's coming out. Your kids, that next generation, there's going to be anarchy. There's going to be anarchy. I won't be around to see it, thank God, unless I wind up. We know God don't want me, neither does the devil. So I might be 110, 120. So I might be around. But other than that, it's disgusting. It is disgusting. It's filthy. And we got to change. You don't like this country, get out. Nobody wants you. Nobody wants you. Trust me. Get out. Get out. It's just, I don't even want to hear anymore, but I get so fired up because it's a shame. It's a shame. She was afforded an opportunity she ain't getting her country. She ain't getting her surrounding countries. Think about it. She ain't getting it anywhere in Europe and her surrounding countries. She came to America. Did it the right way. Didn't come through illegally. Did it the right way. Got her citizenship. Now look what she does. It's disgusting. She's a foul person, and that's my opinion. I'm entitled to it. So, folks, this shit, she is sick and evil. This shit has to stop. And I apologize for my profanity, but I'm fed up with it. I'm really fed up with this. I'm fed up with it. To call us terrorists, and she's an elected official. How dare she? How dare she? Shame on her to go into a Christian church and use profanity at the pulpit. And the idiots in there were cheering. Like, what are you cheering for? Like, I don't understand it. People, really, let me quit. Let me take a breather. Woosah. I definitely need it. Timothy O'Reilly, thank you for the contribution. Timothy says, hit that like button. Hit the like button, folks. The standing, we got Orlando in the house. Again, thank you for the contribution. German, thank you for the contribution. German says, OCN to the moon. Thank you for the second contribution, German. German says, Crypto Nostra, we're taking it to the next level, 100. Absolutely, without a doubt. People, again, I apologize for the profanity. I'm just sick of this. I am sick of it. I'm disgusted. Especially we have an elected official. Really? But it's okay because she's Muslim, so she could get away with it. But let it be a white person. They can't get away with it. Even a black person won't get away with that. But because she was Muslim, we'll let it go. No, I'm sorry. This has to stop some way, somehow. We have to unite. And all this BS, really, it's garbage. You don't like the country? Get out. Nobody's holding you here. You don't see her leaving, that's for sure. So, and you people in Minnesota, you vote her in again. You people are really sick. You're sick. You're really demented. And I like one thing what Dr. Phil said, and I don't agree with him with a lot of different things, but I do agree with him with this. He says, never mind my political views, because I believe in the right, some of their policies, and I believe in the left, some of their policies. And I'm the same way. Whatever happened to compromise? Whatever happened to compromise? So it's gone. And people like Whoopi Goldberg, The View, and all you older people that are my age out there, if we don't set an example for our younger generation, you're helping destroy this country, whether you realize it or not. because this younger generation is influenced by us, by older people, by stars, celebrities, politicians. And if we can't show them that it's our way or the highway, both sides of it, then we're brainwashing our kids to be worse than us. So think about that. Kathleen, Dom, don't apologize. You have every right to feel. Yes, but I do apologize for using profanity. I try not to, but I'm just so fired up about this, and I shouldn't be. There's other ways to I guess, being more articulate with the English language. But I'm sorry. She has me so high. I have it down to 65 here, and I'm sweating. That's how my blood's boiling. Ham Sammy, the tax breaks when I was coming up was ridiculous. All they had to do once was up to change of business. New family members, name came over. Jonathan says, Dom, take it out on Smith Machine and Jim, bro. Oh, my Lord. Listen, Uncle D says, Min introduced tampon machine. So you're saying Minnesota introduced tampon machines in the boys' bathroom? That's crazy. That's crazy. Pat, what platform did she stand on to get elected? I have no idea. Democrat. I know she's a Democrat. So I don't know what. Well, I know she's a Democrat. A77, talk about AI PAC controlling your government for the past 35 years. Yeah, but folks, we just have to start building, rebuilding, start educating, stop compromise, start helping these kids. It's crazy. Cynthia says, really, we don't marry our brothers and sisters and do honor killings. Well, to clarify that, Cynthia, I tried doing some research on that, and if somebody shows me documentation, it was supposedly a rumor she married her brother. Nothing was set in stone. Nothing's concrete. It was rumored. Scully says the church that she was in, they should be embarrassed. Yeah, they should. It was on Patrick Bet David. He had it on. They were talking about her. Should have thrown her out of the church. Stop standing there like a bunch of, yep, you're right, cheering her on. You're absolutely right. I would have kicked her ass out. So, Anthony Michael says, buy your OCN today, folks. Anthony, you're too much. Dennis, these people will always bite the hands that feed them. Absolutely. You know why? Because everybody's entitled nowadays. They're entitled. They're entitled. But then they want to talk about the country, calling us terrorists, comparing us to Hamas and Al Qaeda. Really good. Really good. Ham Sammy, they have to come up with, what's that, term limits for those people. Yeah, they should. They should. She needs to get out. She needs to get out. So we'll see. And I don't believe in that. She needs out. Especially she's a public official. Make them, you know what? They should be held to a higher standard. They should. She committed that type of infraction. It should be automatically lose your citizenship. Get out. Get out. Because obviously you're not for this country. You're not for this country. You crazy lunatic. Dennis, these people, yep. Who else we have? Sean says, Dom, they will all wake up. Hope it's not too late, though. Yep, young people have been brainwashed. Absolutely. Absolutely, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Shooting the dice. What's up? Good to see you. Thank you for coming on. Lee B, everyone is too scared of being seen as anything other than politically correct. You're right about that, Lee. You're right. You're 1,000% right. I say heck. The heck with being politically correct. Do what's right. Do what your morals are right. You know what, folks? I don't believe, and I could really care less, but I don't believe our statues should be taken down because somebody's insulted, or even our football teams, the Washington Redskins. That's what I grew up with, Washington Redskins. Really? Now all of a sudden people are offended? Come on. Come on. Stop. It's crazy. To me, it's crazy. Really. That's our history. That's our history. So we'll change our history. We'll try to eradicate it. No, you don't see them doing it in overseas. You don't see them doing it there. That's our history. But no, people want to come in because they're entitled. They feel offended. So things have to change. It shouldn't be. Should not change. Wise guy says, I'm young and I'm not brainwashed. Most of Gen Z people are turning conservative. Most. It's crazy. Really. Uncle D says, Dom, you're watching the Yankees tonight. You're a Bronx boy. I'll probably catch some of it. Depends. Big Boy Blue, what's up? And committed immigration fraud by marrying her brother. Big Boy Blue, I checked it out. They said that was a not substantiated. So until somebody shows me otherwise, it's alleged. It's alleged. Hail to the Redskins. Hell yeah. Right? Oh my God, they had to change the name. Unbelievable. So Pat says, our family structure has fallen apart in this country. Time for parents to raise their own children and not let the schools or internet do it. Yes, I agree. But you know what? Parents have become lazy. A lot of them don't want the responsibility. They think just parenting is putting a roof over their child's head and putting food on the table. And that's it. There's too many fast food joints now where everybody's fending for themselves. And it's sad. There's no more family values, as we see, obviously, because the younger and younger generation are committing more and more heinous crimes in this country. And that's where you could tell the family values are eroding, basically. R. Cole, I fought for not taking Christopher Columbus down. Also, teachers need to educate, not write what they are telling the young kids and things. All, you know what? Just like we had Christopher Columbus Day forever, now it changed. But it's okay to have Martin Luther King Day. Folks, I don't believe, I'm sorry. It shouldn't be, shouldn't be. GG, good to see you. Thank you for the contribution. I'm confused. You advocate debate. You're screaming back to your own country. Not your best moment, Dom. Listen, GG, you know what? Take your money back. I don't need your bullshit today. All right? So take your money back. Don't give me any more donations. Okay? I'm screaming because you have a radical in this country calling us terrorists. So get your words straight before you post a comment. And take your funds back. I don't need your $9, $10. And if you don't like it, get off the channel. So, and that's it. I don't want to hear your bullshit today. Because don't pick and choose like everybody else does. I'm talking about this woman. That's right. I'm upset. She called us damn terrorists. She doesn't like this country, America. But if it wasn't for America, she'd probably been sold to slavery, prostitution. Who knows? Who knows what she would have been sold to? I'm just sick and tired of everybody one way. So if you don't like it, don't ever come back to the damn channel. How about that? So Uncle D, gay pride, black history. Listen, it's good. I'm okay with all that. I'm okay with black history. I'm okay with gay pride. That's building the country. But don't take what the country was on. You know what? GG, take care of yourself. Goodbye. That's it. So go fuck with somebody. Go on Sammy's channel. Fuck with him. I don't need your little shitty ass money. Clayton, what was the last conversation you and Messino had? Nothing. I never met him. Patty Boy Floyd, the people coming here are hating America. Listen, I'm pissed. I'm pissed. That's all there is to it. But don't take bits and pieces, a rant. I'm ranting for my country. I'm ranting. You're calling us terrorists. Were you there 9/11? I was. I was in the city that day. I was in the city that day. She's comparing us to 9/11. No, hell no. Sorry, I disagree. So, and I do believe in freedom of speech, but politicians should watch their words more. They should definitely watch their words more, especially with spewing out of her mouth. Americans put her in that position. Americans, and they should be ashamed. They should be ashamed, especially if you reelect this lunatic. And that's my opinion. You know what? It's not an opinion, it's a fact. It's a fact she's a lunatic. Look what she's spewing. It's a fact. Dennis Gigi says, how have you got access to the internet without your nurse? That's somebody from the UK, obviously. Pat says, Dom for governor. Listen, I get that governor spot. Number one, you're going to see a refined Dominic. I'll try to be a lot more eloquent when I do speak, and I'm going to be careful with my words. You know, right now, I'm fuming. I'm still sick that this kid got shot, got killed. I'm upset how divided this country is. Devastated how splintered this young generation is. They think it's all about violence. It's not. And really, it's just not good. It's not good. And to have people come on and misstate what I'm talking about, I don't have the patience today. Obviously, people could see that. I really don't have the patience today. And I don't need your damn money either. So I'm over here, folks. I try to help everybody. I try to do the right thing on this channel. I try to be generous. I opened up my house to people for Thanksgiving to come. That's because I'm trying to show goodness out there. And yes, what's going on, I don't like it. I'm really upset. I'm really upset with this country and the way these politicians are acting. They, more than anybody, the politicians. Really, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. And I take things at face value. There's always three sides to a story. I heard J.D. Vance say, negotiations were going well for the government not to be shut down for the spending. Cool. They wanted some things. We agreed. He said Trump and I agreed. However, they still wanted to fund transgender in Peru, whatever country. They wanted that money, and they wanted money for something else. Another like just ridiculous thing that made no sense. And I agree with them, but there's always three sides. So I'm not sure if he's accurate what he's saying, but what he did say, I agree with. We shouldn't be. Oh, and healthcare. We got to take care of our illegal immigrants. We have to give them healthcare. Forget about Americans. Forget about our vets. We got to give the illegal immigrants, the killers, the smugglers that are coming in, that were coming into this country. They need health insurance. We got to pay for their health insurance. People, if that is true, you guys are crazy. You're out of your damn mind. Take care of our veterans first. Take care of our elderly. That's more important. That's more important. Ralph said these Democrats are freaking. No, what's happening is, and you get people like this Ilhan Omar. She's taken the left so far left. It sways that way. You have a lot of great Democrats. You have a lot of great Republicans. You have a lot of shit Democrats. You have a lot of shit Republicans. That's just life, folks. It happens. But if we can't meet in the middle, like stop. It is crazy for this Muslim to go into a religious facility, a Christian facility, get on the pulpit and use profanity. Let me go into a mosque and start dropping F-bombs at their pulpit. What's going to happen? It'd be all over the airwaves, racism, this and that. It's disgusting. It has to stop. It has to stop. And she's an elected official? Wow. Cole, we stand with you, Dom. Healthcare is crazy. America needs more coverage. Listen, I'm elected in this state. I know where the healthcare fraud's going in this state. I know. Listen, folks, I have one of the largest third-party dispensing companies. What they're doing is a disgrace. is that sales reps are making $200,000 a month. Sales reps, not counting the doctors writing the scripts. They're getting their kickbacks. Folks, all that shit's going to stop because with all that fraud that's going on, the kickbacks, you know what that's creating? Higher rates for us. Higher rates. I think my wife and I, our coverage, $1,300, $1,400 a month. You know what it covers? This. I get bills, more bills. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's disgusting. If I'm elected in this state, trust me, I'm going to be putting the hammer down. We're going to stop all this. We're going to stop all this. Gino, I'm sick and tired of these woke politicians bowing down to these third world Absolutely, 10,000%. You don't like it, go back to your country. That's all. Go back. And I hope Trump does take a damn citizenship. Do what you can, take it, because I'm sick of it too. Dennis, Islam wants to take over the world, to look history, every country they settle, the first thing they do is create war. Listen, and I tend to disagree. You have the Nation of Islam, and I was away, I was in jail, very racist, extremely racist. Then you have the Sunni Nation, very, very, from the prison system, really good, great group of guys. I had a lot of friends. So you can't judge everybody or every book by its cover, really. You can't. So I tend to disagree with that, but we all have to respect one another at the end of the day. And I know I haven't been respectful with my words, but I'm tired. I'm going to come back. I'm going to fight back. Maybe sometimes people hear the right people, but this shit definitely has to stop. It's getting way out of control. Way out of control. Wise Guy says, fun fact, I remember when high school teachers forced their leftist politic views on their students, I was the only one that spoke up. See, I don't remember that. I only had 1 year in high school. That's it. Went to the streets, went to work. Chris S. Stores should be closed on Sundays. Only bakeries open until noon. Stay home and watch the sports. Alcohol only served after 3. Well, Chris, you know what? Back in our day, it was like that. My day. Most of the stores were closed on Sundays. Very few places were open. The bakeries were open till about 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And then everybody was home with the family. Sunday was always a family day. But, you know, times have changed. A77, I think America invades more countries than so-called Muslim countries. Well, America does get involved in other countries to try to create peace. I think we should mind our own business some of the times. But then other times we step there just to avoid the conflict. But yes, we do get involved. We definitely do get involved. R. Cole says, listen how the Muslims recruit in prison. Don't forget that some are good people. Absolutely. Some are great people. A lot of them are great people. So I met a lot of them. The Stone Sailor, Muslim immigrants to other countries, not to assimilate, but to dominate and subjugate non-believers of Islam. Listen, everybody's entitled. They're entitled. Just like back in the day, Jehovah's always in Florida, they would always knock on the door, continuously coming. They're entitled to do that. But when you're besmirching this country, when you're talking about people, it's just, especially what's spewed out of her mouth, I don't agree with. I do not agree with. I don't like it. And you'll hear it spewing out of my mouth 10 times worse. But I tried to watch my mouth. Gino says, Dom, here's our man. If he can't govern Florida, no one can. Gino, you got me laughing on that one. JJ says, the Mafia stories, Pat. Thank you. Chinese restaurant should be open. Well, I missed that. It just skipped on me. Yep, you go, Cynthia. Dennis says, what do you think about the guy running for mayor in New York? He's as bad as she is, even worse. Wants to defame the police, but he'll have bodyguards. Absolutely. I think they need to go to Como. I think he should be elected. But who knows? There's so many people in New York. Who knows what's going to happen? Jamie, good to see you. Hello. Patty Boy Floyd, are you okay with what's that? Sharina law here in America? I have no idea what that is. Ben, thank you for the contribution. Look at her network and her husband's company. Absolutely. What, $30 million? $30 million? So, yeah, exactly. Dennis says, Dom, did you say you're going to England soon? Yes. Was it Gillingham? My friend has an interest in the Gillingham, the football club. So we will be going to the stadium. Take a close look at our high streets. Absolutely. John 33, even though I hate the woke racialism, Omar, AOC, Whoopi, MSNBC, I never want any of them to be killed or hurt. That's the difference between the lefts and the right wingers. Listen, I'm sure AOC, Whoopi, they don't want to see people hurt. They're just so strong on their views, but they have to start compromising. They definitely have to start compromising, meet in the middle. And it's the only thing I could say at this point, really. AOC was born and raised in the Bronx, y'all. Yes, she was. But you know what? A lot what comes out of her mouth, I don't agree with. And, you know, I'll leave it at that. I don't want to be insulting. Big Arm says, read the book by the CIA whistleblower John Perkins. You are really trying to take over all the world. His book, so-called Economic Hitman, great read. Will do. A77, how would you, Sharina law, ever take over America? I have no idea what it is. So, SCC, money talks, BS walks, just like every other industry. It's all a scam. I don't know about all a scam, but you're right. Money does talk and BS does walk. Pat says we need a born and breed New Yorkers as mayor. Listen, hopefully New York will get back on its feet. Vote Como. People up there, get out there, vote Como. So definitely for mayor. I would. Gino Dom, remember George Floyd riots, aka protests? Where would the FKs or the protesters for Charlie Kirk? You know what? We have to start healing. We have to stop throwing rocks, stones, both ways, from left to right, from right to left. We definitely have to start healing. And people like this Ilhan, I'll call it Omar, get out of this country. Get out. Go back to Somalia. So since this country is not for you, I strongly advise you should leave. You should leave. And Trump, give her her deportation card. Big Gino, thank you for the contribution. Definitely, Don, Bobby, Louise, and me were talking about that how the politicians today are more for the foreigner countries than their own country. They are supposed to serve. God bless the family. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's just mind-boggling. And thank you for that contribution, Big Gino. Appreciate it. It is crazy what's going on. Ease. Did you catch Molino's video? He paid a visit to watch King Molino drop $44,000 on the presidential rollie for a little snuff. No, I didn't see that. So, well, congratulations. I'm glad. So, Sooner for Life, A77, it's impossible. They tried it here. Okay. Tigger says, Dom, do you agree that race is a real thing. Racism? Oh, definitely. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Always been, always will be. You always have it because you have knuckleheads in this life. We just have to try to be civilized and move on. That's all we could do. So, Jamie Sakali, yes, it's always a sad day. John, Muslims took over Europe. Minneapolis is like Europe now. Can't let them go too far with their ideological allergies. Okay, we got that out. Craig says, Dom, almost family were dictators in Somalia. They were overthrown and had to escape or be killed. It would be great to send her back. Her own people will kill her family. Well, I don't want to see her killed. That's for sure. But she should get out of this country. Well, deported, to just get her out. She could go to Europe, go to UK, they'll take her. So she could create havoc there and call UK Al-Qaeda. So it's just disgusting. Sarasota Beach Bum, Dom, can you compare Sharia? I don't know what Sharia law, ISIS operations, I don't know. I'm not into that. I don't know. So, Dennis, hey, Dom, if you ever ran for governor, I'll be your advisor. Thank you. Appreciate that. Jim, Dom, it's not the politicians are for the foreign countries. I believe they get kickbacks, laundering money for foreign countries. How else do politicians become ultra rich in a few years? Yeah, listen, anything's possible. Anything's possible. LD says, Dom, Como is a piece of crap, but you know what? Pick the better of the two evils. That's all I have to say. I would like to see the brother, Chris Como, run. He should have ran. I like Chris Como. That's for sure. People, we're going to start wrapping it up. Thank you. Any progress on the Gravano? No, I haven't heard anything. I'm letting it go. But whenever he comes out with something that's stupid, I'm going to be on top of him. That's for sure. Thank you, Cynthia, for governor. We're going to start wrapping it up now so I could go calm down. So, Dan, good night. Cynthia, good night. Big Arms, Gulf. Easty Kid, good night. Thank you for coming on. And people, again, I apologize for profanity. Seeing me blow up, but I'm just, it's just disgusting constantly hearing it, constantly. You don't like the country, folks? Get out. Go back. We don't want you. A77, good night. War, good night. Pat, good night. John Haas, James, Joseph G, good night. Okay, we've got one question from Joseph. Question. Why would why would a made guy propose one of his crew members to be made? Isn't it the best interest to keep them earning under him and keeping up? About that, no, you make somebody to give you more strength too. It's always not about earning. We could be earning the same money. We could be equals, or I'm doing something that you're not earning on. But sometimes when you get elevated, you want to bring that guy close to you because you know you have a good alliance. You have somebody loyal to you that will always have your back, always get your back. And that's why you would do it. Tammy, good night. Drew, good night. SCC, good night. Arcole, James, Pat, Cynthia. People, good night. Wish everybody the best. Much love and respect. See everybody tomorrow night. We have OCN time. We're talking OCN with downtown Benny Brown and Big Lee in the house. So peace out. Have a wonderful evening. Good night.